Hi everybody, Kira here at Unfurl, and today's video is a bit tongue-in-cheek, which is how easy it would be to live in a state of bliss if it wasn't for other people. So, have you ever felt like you're having an amazing week, you're in an amazing space, you're open and you're connected to the light that you are, and you're just beaming, and you kind of know you're beaming, and you're smiling at people and they're smiling back, and life is reflecting back the light that you are. And that's what's happened to me anyway. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been in this very open place of light, and feeling connected to all things. And then something happens, and in an instant, rah, I become this sort of snarly version of myself. And three incidents happened in the space of a couple of days this week that instantly shifted me out of my blissful state and into something else. So the three things were an incident with a neighbor who likes to leave notes on people's cars that are very annoying. The second thing was an interaction I had with the real estate that I'm renting my house from. And the third thing was with the company that I bought a TV from, not very expensive TV, and the TV was not working very well, and they just seemed to say, well, that's what you get when you get a very inexpensive TV. Whereas I'm saying, even an inexpensive TV should have sound and audio, sound and visuals that happened at the same time. So anyway, three things happened, and instantly I could feel that I was spiky. My voice was coming up. I was ready for the fight, and that was the really noticeable thing about these interactions. So quickly I was ready for the fight, and my voice was going up. I was being a bit angsty, a bit confrontational. And there was also a part of me watching this going, what's going on? What's happening here? So, and it was so shocking because I had been feeling so open. And I think the clue is in being so open. One of the incidents, the ones with the real estate, I was on the phone to them. They were coming at me about something, and I noticed that my body started shaking. And I felt afraid of what was going to happen. I was instantly transported into the inner child state, fearful. This was an authority. Oh, I'm getting things wrong. And that's also something that's come up in the three stories, which is the feeling of doing something wrong. And instantly the inner child is feeling under attack. I've done something wrong. And then I go and I become defensive. And so, I'm working with my therapist on everything that's happening, everything that's coming up. And I had the presence of mind to know I'm the common denominator here. Okay, these things are happening, but these things are life. And what is it that's happening in me? So my therapist obviously would say, okay, so tuning into your body. And you know what? As soon as she says to me, tuning into your body, my reaction is this, oh, boring. Now, I don't say that to her, obviously, but I feel that there's a part of me that doesn't want to come into my body. Oh, are you serious? And we're going to have to do that now. And it's so noticeable that I've come to realize that the part of me, the traumatized child who's so easily triggered into a state of fear by authority or the sense of getting something wrong, that instantly I'm on the defensive and ready for the fight. And that part of me doesn't want to tune into my body, doesn't want to relax, doesn't want to give up the fight, wants to stay on guard because danger is coming and I need to be ready for it. And the other thing my therapist wants to do is, invite me to breathe into those places. No, I don't want to breathe into that place. Oh, boring. So again, the same reaction, which is, oh, breathing is so boring. And yet at the same time, also recognizing the things that would calm me down, I'm resisting them. And I guess that's what happens if you have a traumatized nervous system. It doesn't feel safe to give up the fight, because we need to be ready for the fight. The fight could come at any time. So that's why it has been so interesting, although very challenging, this week to watch in that state of openness, in that state of connection with my deeper self, connection with nature, and just real openness. When these incidents have happened, they've been able to get straight in there, and it touches that raw nerve of vulnerability that is in a state of openness. And I created an image because, I'm an art therapist, and sometimes it's hard to kind of capture what is going on by talking about it and putting words to it. But this is the image that came up, the feeling that I had inside as a result of these 3 experiences. So it's this. That's the feeling that I have at my center. It's like an explosive protection, instant warrior. And when I looked at the image, the thing that came into my mind was ninja star. And then I started reading up on ninja stars, and I started to learn a bit about how they have to be readily available for instant fight, for instant protection. So yeah, my ninja star has been activated this week. So there's empathy for this part that goes on red alert. A lot of empathy, a lot of compassion. This is the triggered child. And I see the resistance to what would be soothing to this activated part. And I am going to explore breathing more because I know it helps. I know that it works. And I really do want to give it a bit more space and a bit more energy. So I will be reporting back. Keep your eyes on the space. But I also recognize that when this kicks in interactions in life, I'm not in control of that situation. The competent adult is not in control anymore. The triggered child is in control. And the triggered child can get a bit shouty. And that doesn't help the situation at all. It inflames the situation. And then I become somebody that I don't want to be. I don't want to be raising my voice when it doesn't help, first of all, and second of all, it takes me away from the more centered self that I know can handle this situation a lot better. So there it is. That's the story of the week. Do you recognize this? Do you recognize how you could go from your state of beautiful oneness with life and state of bliss, but when it comes to interacting with certain people, boom, your ninja star is on red alert and ready for the fight. And do you know how to soothe that? Do you notice it when it's happening? And do you know how to soothe it when it has happened? So if you have any hot tips, write them in the comments, please. And yeah, that's it. It's easy. I mean, up until now, I guess in life, I have moved through life feeling like I'd be okay if it wasn't for other people. If it wasn't for other people wrecking my buzz, as we like to say in Ireland, it's other people can wreck our buzz. But now I see it's just life. Life is just happening, but it's how we react to it that is more what we could take an interest in and be curious about. and how do we manage ourselves in those situations. So that's it. I mean, we're a work in progress. I'm certainly a work in progress. I'm grateful for this, Ninja Star, because I can see over the course of my life how this has helped me. It has wanted to step in, and it's almost like it eclipses the light, because sometimes I create images when I'm tuned into that my center, and it is like a light. There's not much else to it, a star or a sun shining, and this, it almost eclipses that. But I can see that it's almost like a protective warrior who stands in front going, no, you can't get in, get out, life. You can't get in at that light. So I'm grateful for this, but I'm also knowing it's time to find a better way. So that's it for today. If any of this stuff is resonating with you, like and subscribe, or write a comment, which I love reading the comments, and I love it when you comment on each other's comments as well. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I hope you're minding yourselves, and I'll talk to you very soon. All right, bye for now.